Hello there App Spy viewers, my name's Peter and I've got a hands-on video for you. This time it's with Air Race Speed. Air Race Speed is probably one for the high-speed racing fans and futuristic racing fans, and also for people who like to play pretty difficult games, because Air Race Speed is pretty tough. So the whole idea of this is that you are controlling the ship in the middle here, and you are racing down usually lots and lots of tunnels, but the tracks also open up into much wider spaces as well, like this. And the whole idea is to keep your finger on the boost button for as long as you possibly can, really. And get to the end of the track, hopefully in one piece. If you can do it in one piece, then you'll probably get the best times. And if not in one piece, then as few pieces as possible. So there we are, we've managed to get to the ending there, and you're ranked out of 3 stars, bronze, silver and gold. And it's a time trial based thing. So I've got a cool ship here, there's multiple ships, and I want to get to the end of the course as quickly as I possibly can. The controls feel ugh. So they're a little fiddly, they're a little twitchy, one might say. So I've got my finger held on the screen at the moment, and I don't feel like I've got enough. I don't feel like I've got enough feedback to actually respond to things coming my way. And like if this was on like a handheld, say for example a 3DS, then you'd be able to kind of measure the amount of feedback, the amount of turning that you were implementing, and that would be fine. You'd be able to kind of like react a little bit faster. But with this, it just feels a little difficult. You have to kind of double check all of your measurements when you're making these turns, and as such, that means that you tend to end up crashing into things a little bit more regularly than you think maybe you should. Oh, goodness. But there are lots of hazards across the track that are out to get you, so that's part of it as well. Oh, nuts! And they are clearly signposted, you can see them here, they're in yellow. It's, and whereas, the rest of the track is in this lovely sort of teal blue colour. And, restarting is a quick process. It's just a bit frustrating, really. It's just a bit frustrating to not really be able to control the game as well as you'd like. Come on now, come on now. You see, and so I'm, to level with you, I'm a big fan of high-speed racing games. I like AG Drive, I like Wipeout, I like F-Zero, I like all of them games. And I like this in theory, but the controls just feel just not responsive enough. So there are tilt controls as well if you want to get involved in that. I personally, again, don't feel like they work very well. I felt like I was kind of steering my ship all over the place. And it's a shame, because I think there's the crux of something kind of cool here. So obviously this is just hands-on video impressions. I'm not trying to give you a definitive review or anything like that. And at the time of recording, which is not the time that the game that this video is released, there's time for improvements to be made. Basically, we're playing this a little bit in advance of the time that this game comes out. But I don't know, the controls just feel a little bit too spotty for my likes. However, visuals good. Licks along at a fair old rate. And I like the time trial element, and I like the fact that it restarts quickly. I like all that cool stuff. And I even quite like the soundtrack. I think it's got a nice, a sort of dark element to it. So it's kind of a bit of a mixed one, this one. Air Race Speed. It's going to be available on the App Store soon, and it's it's not my favourite futuristic fast-paced racer. But it's not terrible either, so there we are. So do let me know if you pick this one up, or if indeed you've got any interest in a game like this. I think it's kind of a cool idea. Let me know in the comments. This is Peter with appspy.com. We review, you decide.